Okay, I'm going to start off with number 1. I can run with the ball whilst you boys are moving as well. I'll be defence. They'll be defending as well. Okay? So I'm on the black team. I'll pass the ball to the black player. Touch the ball. Lineouts out number 2. Separate. Good. Good. Fight space. Okay. If you drop the ball, turn over the ball. So, okay. And
then we talk to them about that.
So make sure you stay in the box. There's a yellow box to stay in.
So that's advanced.
Hold on. Turn over. So obviously we're looking for good passing.
Yes, so drills is fine.
We're looking for
But
space.
you can make it.
Right.
So, like you said, it doesn't have to be a game.
Ball in back and shot long, okay? Running with the ball, okay? If you get touched, then obviously you try to go. If you get touched, you stop the big pass. Or if you get touched,
we did like the advanced into the box. So obviously, yeah. So So now, again, maybe same space. So there are all these different things you can do to ensure young people or adults get success. What's good? All smiling, laughing, third day, tired, few beers. You're laughing, it's a good activity. What's the focus week?
spacing, back pass, awareness, etc.
Okay, so for example, if we think about now, we will watch and we will pick up one focus, and then we would come over here and we would say, what's our priority, who's doing main things wrong, and then we would have an exercise ready to go. Game sense, you're playing a game, I'm sensing what's wrong. Is it impacting the big game at the moment? Yeah, so maybe spatial awareness, because what we would do, let's have a look here in our exercise, maybe finding space, 3 versus 1, are we finding space? Good. And it can impact the big game. Ready, off you go?
Give it the ground. No?
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, you can still do it.
so just 3, just
harder for them.
yeah, give it, well, just give it to, yeah. So bibs are defending, just bibs are defending.
So give to black. So yellows, bibs, you're going to defend for 2 minutes, and we'll swap boys in. Alright. Still touching the ground. it up to 10. If you get to 10, you've successfully done it. Okay?
Now, could you guys see, if I was to say I want to find space, like I debrief you guys after your session, you debrief the players. So, how, you three, how were they finding space? What were they doing well?
Changing positions.
Yeah, where, good. Where were they not, you know, so what else were they doing physically?
Running.
Were they on their heels? They were on their toes? Okay, they had their hands ready. They weren't waiting for, you know, a piggy in the middle pass. They were coming out from the side. Okay? So were they, if for example they were behind, where's the space behind this defender? I can go left, I can go right, I can go one more space. Or in front as well. Okay, remember in a game, sometimes if he's defending and you're going to make a bust, then I'm going to catch a pass. So if you give it a Nick, give the ball to Nick. You're defending Nick, Nick's going to hit that space. So not a beat, I just want you to stay on me. So you're going to hit that space, and he's going to get your hands through. No, hands through, the tackle. Now I found the space behind. Okay, again, there's also space behind the defender. So again, we can promote these things in the game. Yeah, have a little swap around again. Give one to one. Yeah, give one of them a bib. Oh, well, actually, you might go 4-4 because they've done it. Yeah, let them have it.
Ready? Go! Up. Good, so give it back to black, Back to black, let's go! 1, 2, hey! Roll! Hey! Start again! 2, come on! 3,
Tom's passing ball.
6, oh, good defense, let's go black, quick, go! Up, let's go! Numbers! Right! Up, around! Good, that's 3! Horrible. Good, word!
Okay, stop. Again, good, enjoyable, bit of fitness. Nothing good. Okay, but we were noticing, so communication was good, finding space was very good, and that's the focus. Okay, but if, for example, I just use that as a warm-up, and we'd be doing that week after week, I want you to think about most of your passes. What kind of rugby, what were they rugby passes? Traditional rugby passes? No. But for example, go back to my slide, the technical stuff. Did it work? Did you get the ball from A to B? Yeah. It doesn't matter about the pass because the focus is on space, communication. So technically, that was Michael Johnson. But it worked. Now,
just to emphasize, so any rugby, any game is also only for 1, maximum 2 targets, right? Not more.
no. Because you've had success. Now, you've been doing this for weeks. You guys are amazing. You may work well. Okay? But
Remember what
But more of these types of passing. Okay? Not across the body passing. So back into the game, focus is passing. No overheads, rugby passing only. Let's go.
Good. Move around with the ball. Move around.
Yes, good pass. Good pass. Good passes there. Really good. Good. Last one. Rugby back. Okay, and stop. So now I've changed the pass. More success, less success. So, and why is there less success? Yeah, I put a little bit more difficulty, but now I'm noticing that actually the attackers are not finding the space because they're being a little bit lazy. Before, they were reliant upon you passing it to me. Now, I have to find the space before you pass it. Does that make sense? So what I will do is take your bib off, focus on the passing, 6 versus 2, let's see how that goes before we finish.
To bylo trošku těžší pro vás, že ty přehrávky byly nízký, to znamená, měli jste méně prostoru a takže jak je práce.
A jestli to změnilo hlavně v tom, že ten, co chtěl nahrávku, tak se musel nejdřív postavit, aby mu umožnil nahrát rugby.
So can you see in my coaching, in my head, I have noticed what looked really good, you guys finding space, actually you weren't that good at. Because now I've gone, well, let's make this rugby realistic, going back to my game, it wasn't so good. So I'm going to make it easier so that it works, and then we'll go more difficult again. Ready? Good. Rugby passes, good.
Up.
Good. Find space, good.
Come on.
Okay, a little bit better, that's good. Up.
Noha, Karla. Up.
Okay, good. That's good. Okay, so hopefully you see how you can change the game, change the focus, okay, and get the outcome back to the game that you want to play.
Pojďme jenom proti Filipovi, to bude prdele.
Can I, like, so for example, I used to play when I was a bit bigger hooker. If I had my forwards coach, okay, see, what maybe, same exercise, but if I'm now a forwards coach and I've got my 8 forwards in here, do I want them all maybe passing like that? What type of passing might they want to do? Yeah, they could do some different, but I was thinking maybe they could, where's the ball? More pop passing, like offloads I was thinking. So now, for example, we play the game, it's pop. Good. You remember going back and flow. Yeah. Good, pass the ball. Good, move around, nice, good. Pop. Offload, I'm offloading. Good. Now what I'm promoting is what maybe, if my game plan going to the game, if I wanted to play my forwards a bit like, who plays good offload? A bit like France at the moment. So they don't just carry hard, but they carry hard and pop, carry hard and offload. And that's how I want my forwards to play. Again, same game, different focus, different players, but now that line goes again. I've done it working on the skill, over to practice. I've done the design, and does it relate to the game? Yes, I want my forwards on Saturday to be run, charge, pop, pop. Yeah? Make sense? Right, over to Nick. So we can have a bit of a rest.
16s, you said? Yeah. Something around that age. But then we'll look as we move on, we'll progress it then to line out lifting as well. Does that make sense? So just with the line out, it's a bit less active than the rest of the game. Does that make sense? So line out and scrum. So it's quite a cool skill. Cool skill this. So there's not many other variables. Oh, go on, sorry. Yes, it's not many other variables, so it's quite a close skill to practice as well. So what we're going to do, so just the, what would you say, like what are the fundamentals that make up a line out, for example? So yeah, from there, so we'll like see the throw, yeah, have you understand that? So you start with the throw, we'll have the jump, yeah, jump, and then when we get obviously a bit older, the lift, the catch, yeah, just the simple things, the catch, and what comes after the catch? Delivery, yeah, so we can deliver it down, or as we get older we can drive in more. So this is just that transfer to that, okay? So we're just going to start off simple drill. So we'll have a thrower and a catcher, okay? And we'll just work back and forth. So if we can get, you see the blue codes there with balls? So we get 3 guys there, and we get 3 guys on the whites then opposite them there. So if there's anybody spare, no, 6. So what we're going to do, just as a practice tool, we're going to start on our knees. So and this way as well, and we start on the knees. Just a reason for this, we're just trying to throw away and catch things we're looking at, so from a throw away point of view, what are we looking at? The target. Working with the hands? Yeah, so we're looking at accuracy, aren't we? Yeah, so we're trying to hit the target. So what can the catcher do to help the thrower?
Show the hands or something.
Good, yeah. Everyone's done? So we give a target. Everyone target it? Good, so, yeah, exactly like that. So with the line out, we're going to try to get to the maximum height. Why? Why do we want to get to the maximum height? Yeah, well, sorry, why would we want to get maximum height? Because we are lower than the opponent. So we want to get, if we got defence, we need to get over them. Does that make sense? Everybody understand? So all we're going to do here, so we'll have you'll throw, you'll be the catcher, we'll focus on accuracy from the thrower, the catch, the soft hands, okay? Everybody understand? Soft hands. So we'll go back, and then once you catch the ball, we'll just do it back, so you become the thrower this side, you become the catcher, yeah? Everybody understand? So focus on that accuracy pass. Good, yeah? So the time being, let's just try and keep it straight, yeah? Good, that's better. Okay, stop there. Stop there. Okay, and then we can try and progress it then. So just because that throw might not always be perfectly straight, will it? So just for the catcher, you can just put it to the side. So because we're on our knees, it's quite a good tool to use. So if you go to the side a bit, just try and keep this stable. Does that make sense? Keep this solid. So if we don't want to be moving too much, or we're gonna fall, aren't we? Yeah. So we got to keep a good core. So you can go a little bit to the side to catch a ball. Does that make sense? So do a few of that. Come a little bit to the side. Yeah, good.
Hážeš někde k civě, jo? No, že ty jako se nakloníš tam nějakým nakloníš. Sorry. Já vždycky hážu rovný. Yeah, I'd love to do that, but I was just saying, for example, how I mentioned the Michael Johnson thing. As long as, for example, again, the ball goes.
Ja, men har jag shall be 3 där.
guys, just for 1 second, I want you to again go back to my slides where we said about the technical things. How many hands are you all throwing with? 2 hands. The older guys in the group, how many hands did they used to throw with? 1 hand. So we coach our kids the new technical model. However, same as passing. If I am a 42-year-old hooker playing tomorrow and I throw like that, do I care whether I use 1 or 2 hands? Does my coach care? As long as you deliver. So again, it's that Michael Johnson approach again.
On sice jako přeháže obouma rukama, ale kdyby on jako vždycky zítra hrál zápas, tak to hodí jednou rukou a jestli to je špatně nebo ne. Do té doby, když to hodí.
It's there, so maybe you can change something that you can change, yeah? Okay, so again, just something to be aware of. Don't always have to follow technical models.
It's like, can you do it in 15s? And you can.
Just read on, Michael, just
As long as it's straight, you can throw it.
just a quick tip you can pass on to your players. Just think about, once you're throwing, say you're doing 2 hands for example, just think about your finishing hands, okay? Does that make sense? It's a bit like,
Zatím balonem.
you ever play basketball? So basketball, you shoot to the hoop, and usually say your finishing hands be towards where the hoop is. Does that make sense? So the same thing,
Stejně
you
jako
can
při
throw
přehrání,
it.
že by tam měl skončit ty ruce, ne?
So finishing hands should end up where we want the ball to go. Does that make sense? So it's exactly like a pass in rugby. Our finishing hands should be towards the target. Have you understand? So just do that a couple more times and then we'll move on. Yeah?
Párkrát si, že tam dál.
I just asked Nick, can you throw it?
Yeah, you can throw it anyway, anywhere you want.
Trajectory, right?
Yeah, I used to throw like that in sevens.
But if you're throwing it this,
But I managed to practice.
it's slower also when you throw it from the
Yeah.
right kick. Yeah, you can actually.
Okay, stop there. Yeah, stop there for a second. So just a question for you guys, how could we progress this drill? Yes, exactly. Yeah. We can extend the distance, okay? So we're challenging that throw and a little bit of the catch as well. Does that make sense? So we could go back towards the yellow cones there. We'll leave off for the time being. So another progression could be, what can we do? Another progression?
I don't know, even throw even higher, he needs to jump for it. And
Exactly, yeah. So in a game, we're going to be on our feet. So get up on our feet and the hooker, the thrower as well.
Stand up, stand up.
Yeah, so if we stand up.
You guys go back to yellow then. We'll have a go. Let him have a shot. I'll let him have a shot.
So then, and also, say under 10s we can't lift. So we're looking to jump for the ball as well, yeah? Maximum height. Does that make sense? So all we want to do,
V desítkách nezvedají, takže musí vyskočit.
so all we want to
Prostě
do,
tak, jak to dřív bývalo,
make
když
sure
jsme
you got
hráli.
good stance,
Dobrý
nice and
postavení,
square.
nohy.
What should we do with the hands?
oh, you get
Should
it
it be out
right.
here?
Máme takhle ruce nebo takhle?
Or should it be close in?
Takhle.
Yeah, close in, right?
Je. Blízko, proč?
Because you're catching it like that. When you jump,
So if
you
like that,
jump like that.
more likely it's going to go through our hands, yeah? So we do that, and we get a bit of momentum, so we can use a little bit of a lift,
Lepší vlastně.
and then we're going up. Yeah, does that make
Všichni
sense?
prostě zase připravený
Up,
ruce, vole, protože takhle je
reach for the
větší
ball,
šance, že
give that
že to
target
nechytíš.
again. Does that make sense? So we'll just do a few reps of that.
Já do toho mám skočit, no.
Alright, not bad.
Wow, that was a good one.
Já skočím tak toho gól.
Je.
Slow. Slow. Oh, I don't.
Vole, dá se to. Koukej na to, ty vole, tady máš.
Oh! Too much.
To Karol Hán.
That's for the third one. Wow!
Já se tohle nikdy neuměl.
Good. Okay, stop there for a second. So just obviously we'll gauge the abilities of our players. So if we need to stay closer to make it a bit easier, if they're doing that really well, then we extend the distance. Everybody
Pracujeme
understand?
s tou závodností, že to nejde, jdou blíž, že to jde, jdou dál.
So just a point then from the hooker. Can they vary the type of throw they would do? there'll be no. So with a hooker, sometimes we might have to throw it quite hard, so we fire it in. Does that make sense? So then sometimes, so if we have to throw the ball further, what might we do then? So a bit more of a lob. Does that make sense? So we got to throw it a bit higher, and then it lands like that. Does that make sense? So you should tip them for your throwers, your hookers, then in a game. Okay?
Aby měnili vlastně ty hody, aby to nebylo pokaždé stejně, ale jednou bych dělal prudkou, potom bych dělal tuhle, aby jako trénovali ty typy těch.
So just from this sort of drill, standing up, you're jumping now, catching a ball. What other progression could we do just for this type of drill?
Jak to můžeš zase
The
stížit?
catcher can change distance.
Yeah, we
And
can.
then we have to react to
Movement, is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. So everybody understand that? So like in a game, we can bring in little moves, can't we? A little bit of movement to get away from that defender. So we could be, so we start in the middle, and we could sort of on a call, we go forward, and then we go up, yeah? We get set, and we go up there, and then, or we can do, we can go back on a lob, we call it, okay? So go there, so we go there, and then up there, okay? And then we just jump and get the ball. Everybody understand?
Yep.
So just there are the progressions. Everybody understand? Happy enough? Good. Okay.
Almost
we're
off.
gonna move on now. So you two drop out. You'll just join over here. We're gonna move now. So to the left. Okay. Everybody understand? So we'll just use this grid and this grid. Okay. Just these two. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So just with the so when we're going to start introducing lineout lifting technique, so what we're looking to do, so if we have two volunteers, so if we have one this side, you this side, okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to use this sausage.
Unless you want it more.
Oh,
maybe here. You can see the position.
Oh, yeah. We just use this as the jumper as we start off. Okay, so we're looking at technique. So do we lift with our arms, our back, or our legs?
Co používáme pro zvedání? Nohy, záda, ruce.
Yeah, why?
Legs.
Because they are stronger. Yeah, and it's better for you, prevent injuries. And it's stronger in the day. You get more power from there. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're just going to start with a pre-grip. Everyone know what pre-grip is?
Je nějaký vlastně předchycení.
So we're starting off. We're in that grip position already. So like once you progress it, you can start from there and move into a lift. Does that make sense?
Takže vlastně jde ze stoje, potom si chytne toto jednotlivé, že jde už z pozice na
We can start off with just pre-grip a technique. So what you do, so if you go there, so we get in a position, again a nice little position, like a squat, if you know what squat is? Yeah, there. So then we're going to go through, work together, so it'll be a bit of a timing issue. So if you want to help, you can go ready, set. So you can go ready, set, and then we're going to go on the set. We're going to get it up above our heads. So you're just going to grip it on, yeah, it's perfect. So take it up, good. Okay, from there, so great up to that point. So yeah, put it down for a second. Once they get there, just a coaching point, what could they do? What are we looking to get from a lift? What are we looking to get? What are we looking to achieve?
Co chceme dosáhnout? Stability of jumper.
Yeah, so are we looking, what did I say earlier? So we're looking for maximum height, maximum height. So what could we do? So if you lift that again like you just did. So what could we do from that point? Exactly, good, yeah? So what we're going to do, so you two, our aim is to get your chest and your chest as close as possible. Does that make sense? So try to do that. Okay, do you see that? Do you see right now? Good, so that's what we're trying to do. So we get to this position, end position. Does that make sense? So we get maximum height. It's better for a hooker, better for to win that ball. So just a little pointer with our head. Should we be looking up or looking straight?
straight looking, I don't know.
Yeah,
Straight
good.
fullback.
Look straight at your partner, okay? If we look up, we're more like we're not going to get maximum height. Does that make sense? So if I'm looking up, I'm not going to get. If I go like that, I can go that a little bit closer. Yeah, does that make sense? To your partner.
No jest takový nula, prostě tam nedostaneš ty ruce tolik, jako když...
Good.
Dostaneš se tak vysoko, no.
Have you understand? Okay, so just going to do one or two. So if we go, we have a group here, just a group there, so just in two groups. And whoever's spare, we just rotate in. Have you understand?
No, se střídáme.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're on your sort of, so you've got to work together, so you can use a call like ready and then set to get it up, yeah? And then look for that maximum height. Yeah, when you're ready, it's up to you. Go and get closer, well done, good. And we'll try and keep it still. Good, yeah? So we're not looking to, when we lift it, we're not looking to actually, realistically, it's like where we're going to lift, say those are his legs there, yeah? So you're just going to be there. Good. Get closer. Well done. Good. Yeah. And try and look at each other then.
Krásný. Bravo.
Good. Have you understand?
Pak nohy k sobě ještě. Jako
A měl by se mít
Good.
takhle, ne?
Closer. Chest, chest, chest.
Honzo, a nemáš je mi nakoupat takhle?
How low you should
co nejblíž u sebe, tam seš nejblíž. Seš menší, bo.
A není to stabilitu.
Because then you leverage it.
So we're pretending this is a player, obviously, aren't we? So that when we're lifting a player, we'll put that down in a second.
Zvedáme hráče.
So from the front one, lifting. So if I use it, for example, we're probably just going to lift just above the knees. Okay? Does that make sense? Just above the knees. From the back, we're going to lift his bum cheeks, just below his bum cheeks. Yeah, does that make sense? You got a good thing. Should have a good thing, yeah? And then we get him up there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you like that one.
Does that make sense? Just for the sake of the drill, we don't want to be picking it up and like, that's not realistic to the game then. So we probably just be put there, no. So if we go, so we're gonna, so this would be a starting off tool to help coach, and then we drop the sausages then, and then we bring in the actual jumper then as well to practice that. So does everyone have a go at that?
Je tady někdo, kdo chce skákat nahoru? Martin, to vyzkoušel.
It's just passing it on. So what we do, so those skills, so what we learned earlier, we're looking for a jump, you can do pre-grip, yeah? Pre-grip, so like I said, so you just put the hips in front, and you're just below the bum cheeks. So what can you do to help? So, yeah, because you're pre-gripping, just getting a little bit of a, yeah, there we are. So what we're going to do is go up then, yeah? So same principles as when we weren't using lift, as a jumper, so there, straight up, that's what we do. So if we can give it a go like we do the sausages. Set, good, closer, not far, good, and back down safely. Bring it back down safely. I'm not sure if that's safe, but so safely, don't chuck it like that, okay? Safely, bring him down, he lands on his feet. Does that make sense? Good demonstration, just like the sausages, up, and we move closer. It was a good demonstration, yeah? So what could we do? So then what can we do to progress that?
Move them and then we'll...
Yeah, there's that one, but maybe before that.
Oh, you changed the position then?
So we can go a bit closer, so we can start in the white cone, for example, so 5 meters, and move it further as we progress. Include a person to throw the ball in. Understand that? Yeah, and then what else could we do to progress as well?
Jaký další progres může být, že přidáme házeče, potom distance for moving,
What's the end bit of a lineout?
Pohyb, to je poslední.
Sorry?
Ta část toho.
Delivery, yeah? So you understand? So we can add another player, delivery, so once he's caught it, we're looking for that. for that delivery. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could have one go at that?
Yeah, sure.
So if we have one guy to throw the ball in, here we go. You will be, so you'll be on scrum half for delivery? Yeah. Yeah. You going outside, Dave? Okay, that's right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
To jsem nikdy neviděl, no. Počkej, já si tady udělám. Skočíme domů.
Okay, you ready? So we're on your set. Up. Go. Perfect. Well done, yeah?
Let's keep
They're
on
going
each
stand
other,
up.
yeah?
Okay, so come in. So good. We're just using all those principles because it's very technical. Very technical. So all those principles. So the throw, the jump, the lift. When we start lifting, and then we're thinking of those technical points. So once we lift, closer to get maximum height. Does that make sense? The catch, and then making sure we're delivering. So we've got to make sure we're accurate to that rate. Does that make sense? There's no point with the line out. Pass. It's not going to be good for the rest of the game. Does that make sense?
How would the feet of the lifter, should he end up like this? Splits then, or?
It depends as you kind of progress it. For the movement, you might want to be starting that position, so you could go there, or a back lob. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean when I'm lifting.
Just start lifting, sorry.
Yeah. So I should lift him
like
and
this and up.
Yeah, push your feet closer, yeah? So
Okay.
we say get our chests as close as possible
Yeah.
to your partner lifting. So once we get there, so you get a check, so we go push it, yeah? Does that make sense? Okay. Chest to chest. Does that make sense?
Chest to chest.
Okay.
Já jsem se ptal právě.
The progressions to that then would be varying the distances and movement, I think what we mentioned earlier, yeah? So then movement, we wouldn't be pre-gripping them, does that make sense? So if we had the start, so say you were the jumper, so if you jump as a lifter,
Except second row and
if you started as lifter, so if we wanted movement, we couldn't do pre-grip then, does that make sense? So we'd have to go, so you give a bit of space. So if you wanted to go forward, so a little bit of forward movement and then jump, so I could chase him down and see I go on your movement, so I can move. So if I want to be too close to him, so I got to allow him that movement. Or if you wanted to come back on a lob, come back on a lob, and then I did yeah, does that make sense? Have you understand? Good, okay. After I go one thing again.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
Can I just go into a mini break? Guys, just a couple of things now, kind of higher level again for the international coaches, maybe higher level guys. So whilst that's the technique, the kind of tactical things now, I know Nick definitely would have done with the Dragons, is looking for triggers, what I call triggers, or identification points that we know where the ball is going. So what are the kind of details that we might be looking for if I was playing tackle tomorrow? My club comes from Tatra, and my forwards, coach, I was playing against my 8 against your 8. What might be the things we would look for, say, in a lineup? The triggers.
Co bychom řekli jako nějaký triky, doporučení asi, jo, když chce hrát proti Tatře třeba, kdyby chtěl hrát, jo.
But it's typical way how they execute it, so you just need to read it out.
Yeah, so I tell you what, guys.
How many jumpers they have?
Good. So how will I know how many jumpers they have? Usually. So how many jumpers? What will tell me how many jumpers they have? These 8. Maybe height. Those, yes. So I straight away watch the guys come out. I've gone, because now again I'm trying to use this. Remember, I'm always trying to use this before this. I watch and I go bands, 2 jumpers. Yeah, they can be. Okay, so then, so that's
props, they have it all over.
So that's a basic trigger. high level trigger.
Jako trik nebo
I am a hooker.
jaké je další jako vysoký úroveň jako
So I am a hooker, ready to throw? How do you guys spot when I am going to throw? Ready to catch? So put your hands up.
Jak poznat, kdy bude házet?
What did I do first? Where does the ball start? So as soon as you see that, as the jumpers, I'm high alert. Remember, urgent, non-urgent. I'm on high alert. I'm ready to go. He's moved. He's going to throw. If I start here, I'm in there. More of a trigger, less of a trigger. Less, it's quicker.
Jo, protože když už tam je takhle připravený, tak vlastně ty nevíš, kdy očekává, kdy to udělá. Když má balon tady a udělá tohle, tak vlastně mu dáváš signál, když se ten balon hází. Když má ten balon tady, tak teď, někoho nebude.
So if you were thinking, if you two were against each other,
Proti sobě
and we're in the same team,
a Martin je s Endem stejný tým.
and I go, and we play,
Hrajeme.
and I am losing this ball all the time,
Vždycky prohrál balon.
who do we usually blame? This area maybe, sometimes? But it could be the fact that I am telling him I am going to throw.
Ten důvod může být to, že vždycky mu řeknuli, že vhazuju, protože ty potom na to reaguješ. To znamená, on jako ten vhazující by ti neměl dát ten signál, nebo minimalizovat to, aby ty si věděl, kdy bude házet.
Again, this is just sometimes.
Přesně, ale když máte balon tady, tak prostě udělá tohle a ty to vidíš. Když máte balon tady, tak najednou hodí.
So that could be one trigger. So that could be one reason why the lineout is poor. And
Jeden důvod, proč nemáme špatný outy,
as a lifter or as a jumper,
jako skokan,
I look at the hooker to see whether he does something unusual. For example, I might be like this, but I will do that first. That is a trigger. Does that make sense?
Ty si najdeš ten bod, kdy on jako háže,
Že
a že
něco
to může
může
být
dělat.
jenom v tom malém pohybu, než hodí. Že vždycky, když hodí, tak feedback vždycky dělá.
So for example, looking for small signals. So
Takže by
what's
se měl ten
this?
zvedač a skokan dívat na tyhle věci.
Hang on, if you we come in the middle. So which? So what is the trigger? What is the signal here? That's front. That's back. Okay. Okay. So now as a jumper, if I see that, I know I'm going long. See?
Jo, a ono je to, maybe sometimes
Yes,
they want
that
to,
could be one.
throw the longer ball.
Now we are talking signals from the hooker. Who else has signals?
Signály,
The další. Oh, a backlift video.
jo, to další dělá, signály.
One signal could be the lifter.
Další bude skokan.
I might start like this, but if I know he's jumping, I do this. You know the ball is going here. Signal. Okay, so you're going in here. If I am going to jump, my signal could be a little jump before the big jump. Again, another signal. So you be coming in going, he's going, because not everyone, and again that could be the difference between winning and losing a lineup. Some people go, other people just go first, a little jump. Again, another signal.
No, we're looking at it from like a defensive point of view now. So like if we were looking at it from an attacking point of view or a coaching point of view, you probably want to try and reduce those triggers as much as possible so the opposition cannot read it. Exactly. Yeah? So if a jumper was waving a ball, quite big triggers. Does that make sense?
It's like poker.
So we
Yes, and,
like poker.
and remember, like we've said,
Trying to hide your signals.
yes, and again, like we've said, it's a game within a game.
Jo, je to hra.
Defense isn't just tackling. Defense starts here, looking at those, and attack starts here, stopping those little triggers. Sorry. So again, just things to think about. High level things. Yeah, loads of time.
Okay, yeah. So we're just going to put into a little competition now.
teďka trošku do soutěže.
Gwion, jdi do láku, ne?
So what we're going to do, we'll start off just, say this is for like under 10s, so before lifting, so like we did in the first instance, what we'll have in pairs, okay, so we'll have one thrower as the hooker on the touch line over there, so if we can get, see you get in pairs, so in twos, and then, got a ball each, sorry.
Finish with these cords, Nick.
I'll keep them out just in case.
Yeah, sorry.
So what we'll do, ball in your partner. So we've got one spare, we?
Yeah, I'll go in. Please me.
So there's still kind of all the principles of what we do. Okay, so we're just going in there. It's going to be a bit of a race. So these are a quick demonstration. The hooker throw to the partner, that's his starting point. So throw it, you catch. Okay, if it's a good technique, he's caught it, he's landed safely. Then what you can do then, you'll drop the ball there, and then you'll go. You will go as far or as close as you want, depending on how comfortable you are. He'll come back, he'll throw the ball. Same thing, catch, but we're looking for good technique. If the ball drops to the floor, we go back and start again.
Oh, ready, boys? Ready? Don't drop it.
It's a race, all the way to the other touchline. That makes sense? It's a race to the other touchline. Whoever gets there first is the winner.
Ready, Nick? Ready? Ready?
Ready? Yeah, let's go. Go back to start. Yeah, good. Come further. You want to go back, No, you must not there. No, you must not above your head.
Sorry.
High five.
say, it was one of those where I thought, oh, I felt sorry for him in some respects because, you know, attack is fun.
Okay, our purpose is to move around. Okay, draw players in. So if I was to go to this corner here, okay, if I was to go to this corner here, you're coming in here, he'd be coming here, this space is here. Yeah, it's good it is. I never. Okay, so obviously you've already seen this before. Have you guys? Okay, we'll do this for 30 seconds. For me, I'll do it for 2 minutes. One is high intensity. Okay, gives us a lot of fitness and stamina. Alright. For you boys, okay, it's that defensive kind of setup on your tiptoes, boxing stance, moving back and forth with communication. Okay. And like I said, like, if we manage to score 5 and you score 6, a punishment. Yeah, we're going to do 10 burpees, etc.
Dáš, potom se vyměněj, když tyhle dali víc bodů než ty, který jdou potom, když jim dá trest a tak dále, ale prostě hraješ tady to, můžeš udělat počít. A oni položí na lineu a hrajou znova na další, no? Ano, ano, snaží se dát co nejvíc pět. Ne, můžeme hrát
A ty zabráníš čím? Jenom tím, že se proti tomu...
Or like shadows, so it stops you from scoring. Yeah, you get me? So like you just do this, stops you from scoring all the time. Okay, so our aim is to move around, passes, create space, and look for space. Happy? We'll go for 30 seconds and we'll swap over and 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, spaces. That's it. Take one try, pick it up and go again, let's go, right, yeah. Last 10 seconds. Yes. So this obviously you should go big, not big. So if we get the boys with the defending, come and attack you. I'm out. Okay? Here. 3 seconds. Guys. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Easy. Push. Last 10 seconds. Okay, stop there.
Too many points.
Happy with that?
I cannot count it.
So you could add more defenders, more attackers.
And punishment, right?
Another punishment. Another good one is we got 4 okay, touchline to the first post, whatever. You should turn the line, score a try. If you score, you should pass it back, you restart. So it's a bit more realistic for your motivation. But we'll go through it, we'll walk through something again. Where we have to pass backwards.
Like if you get the chance to take like snaps and things, you see with the boys we do it. I try like I when you coach and I'll try.
I've just set it up here, so if I get any 3 on the white cones that are down here, so any 3, 1, 2, 3, and then
to cvičení na 2. Tady ještě jeden sem. So one more. Jump in there.
Nice and simple. Okay, boys, same thing. You don't need to grab. So side to side. Okay. Our aim, so the policy is we try and draw the defender to create more space wide. Okay, follow through, hold your depth, and go from there. Okay.
So again, we think about what we've just done. Game station, seeing that we can improve on our attack. Skill station. Now we're going to work on the skills, but we're going to try to ensure success. Lots of technical points because there's only one defender. Then we'll go back. So as well as changing the dynamics, the space, we're now going game station, skill station. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Game to practice, back to game practice, just back and forth all the time. Okay, so go 50%, jog through, draw the defender, good. Oh.
Same again, please.
Taco.
You guys are
Nice and slow, good. Oh. Lovely.
Nice. Oh.
Okay, so boys, come in quick. So we started off on the edge, first player, yes? Now how many options have you got?
Když začínáme tady, kolik máme? No, když začneš na kraji, just one.
Yes, top one, isn't it? So where's the best place? In the middle. In the middle, why? Okay, so for example,
It's too easy for us.
okay, so So if you draw that defender really well, okay, yes, you've got some people that expect to play that wide, play that pass, but you made that lovely 1 minute pass. Okay, that's very good. Okay, good in the game, right? Because that's where the space is there. But if we can, try and get that ball in the middle, and get options on both sides. Yes? Okay, so if I had jump outside from here, okay, defender. One more defender behind, boys. Okay. Once I've made that pass either left or right, where should you go now? In the middle. And we'll just switch them, right? Just change positions. Okay, so just dynamically looking for that extra support. So work on this. So boys, again, you can only crab back and forth. Obviously, you can go to by the posture. Okay, like by the smooth and the forward. Okay, so me and I'll be joining you. So once there's a 2v1. Once we've beaten one player, you come and join us. 3v2. Okay. So work, yep, and then you two join with us. Okay, you two join with us. Move about. Okay, so again, it's that. What you find is that first player will go professional, right? Go back into the club. So it's all about you've got two options. Anyway, it's a bit more realistic in the game.
Whatever outcome you need, and the outcome has to be linked to what? What's that line going up? Back to the game that you want to play. Okay? Right, perfect. So we are now scrums.
Yeah, good at this thing, yeah.
High or low? Yeah. Pretty much it. You got a 50-50 question. Everything looks good. Again, it's supposed to be high unless maximum height in the line. But everything else, all the answers are low. Yeah. So we're looking at a strong setup. So next bit will probably be that engagement. Yeah, the scrum. So just as we go higher, there will be this is more of a emphasis on winning that scrum. So it'll probably be winning the engagement. So we're winning. So we say win the punch of the engagement. Okay. So there's a bit of when we engage. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we win the punch. So it's that speed. Okay, speed to win the punch. So we get that first initial hit. Yeah, we win that. So after that, what comes after that? What comes after that engagement? We've got to find it with the setup. So we've got the engagement. Next is the feed, yeah? Ball comes in. What does the hooker have to do? If it's over ball, what does the hooker have to do? We're hooking the ball back, yeah? So we want a good, clean channel for that ball to get from the hooker to the number 8 then, yeah? To the number 8 feet. Does that make sense? Yeah, so we want to make sure there's a good clean channel. And then what's the end bit of the scrum? What ideally are we looking for? Yeah, play the ball away off a good stable scrum, yeah? Did you say? Yeah, we don't want to go backwards, but that's the goal. We don't want to go backwards. We don't want to move things too much. We want a good stable scrum. We're trying to put stable to play the ball away, or what else could we possibly achieve from the scrum?
To the stick, so it keeps everything condensed. Yeah, could do that.
The forward, which could lead to what? Yeah, penalty try. Penalties for our team. This is the way it goes now. It's a good version.
Penalty and scrum.
If you get penalty, either we kick the touch, get territory.
They prefer it penalty than playing it.
Lots of teams do, it's effective. But it doesn't always end up that way if you've got two even scrums. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to break it down. So we're going to look at the technique you mentioned, yeah? So a strong setup. So what are we looking for from a setup point of view? As a
Co řešíme jako přípravu? Když se chceme vázat, když se připravuje technika, tak při té přípravě chceš nějakou souhru nebo jako ta příprava toho každého hráče.
Warm the body.
Yeah. Well, just the setup for the scrum, so it's just our starting positions. So maybe probably our stance, our feet, maybe around shoulder width, slightly wider maybe than shoulder width apart. Does that make sense? So then we want to bend down. What's important? So we want to get low, like we said. What's important though? Do we do Sam Carter and Andrew Carter? Do you do that? So demonstrate it. So, say I was on my knees. Do I want this position? No. Do I probably more want something like this? Yeah. Okay. Why? Stronger. Exactly. Yeah. We're in a stronger position to push. Yeah. I'd be happy enough for that. Yeah. So we're on a pretty flat back, just with our heads. Do we want it down there? No. Do we want it up there? No. Where do you want it? Go there? Yeah. So we call it neutral position, yeah? Yeah, so it's like as you're all standing here, you're all in a neutral position, yeah? Are we happy with that? So it reduces the risk of injury, and that's our strongest position to push forward. Does that make sense? So we're just going to start off with some, so these are some, just getting players into just starting off the scrum, but also like as the older players, even senior level, it's good to keep going over these sort of re-emphasise good strong body position and scrummaging. Does that make sense? So what we can do to start off, so I think And we can use the shields on the taco sausages. So if you just come over here, you'll do the same thing. So it's just to emphasise how we're going to push, okay, in the scrum. So we're going to go down. So that's just slightly wider than shoulder width apart of our feet. So we're using this. Lean a bit forward. So what we want to do, initial movement. So we go forward, and then we chase our feet afterwards. Does that make sense? Go forward, chase our feet. Forward, chase our feet. Does that make sense? So what we don't want to do is immediately go like that, okay? Why?
Stronger, both legs.
Exactly, yeah. So if we've got 8 guys in the scrum, we want all 16 feet in the ground. So initial hip movement. If we feel like going forward, then we chase our feet.
So
does that make sense?
Is it like Philip said, is it really like more like squatting in horizontal?
Exactly, yeah. So it's a hip movement, so go forward. Hip movement forward, and then we chase our feet. So we always... So once what we're looking for, do the angle of your knee. So around that 90 degrees. So do it like that. We don't want it too straight, and we don't want it too tight. That's not the strong position. Yeah? So we're going to go there, push, and then chase. So we try to get that 90-degree angle every time. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is just get exercise to start off. What you do now, slowly push the shield on the sausage. You do exactly the same thing with the sausage, just around where the green cones are here. Okay? Does that make sense? Good, yeah? Yeah, stop there, that's right. Yeah, be happy, just drag your shields and sausage back. So, you know, you can do that. It's very good warm up as well to get into scrummaging. Does that make sense? Good sort of warm up to get into it. Just a few things. How could we possibly progress this drill?
Heavier in this.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, so
Resistance.
but then distances, so you could go to the green and then turn around and
No,
go back.
resistance. Heavier.
Resistance, yeah, exactly. So, if you had equipment for like a prowler type machine with weights, you can do that. Or if you come over here, say like the sausages, so is this one? So same position, you in there. You want a bit of resistance. Like just like getting someone to sit on it, so it's a little bit more, it's a little bit harder. Or you could just get someone just to put a little bit of resistance there. So try it now.
Just think, mention the prowler there. It's, you know that equipment you have in the gym where you can like push, or even the sled to an extent where you can strap and then you can do that. So again, I know you guys have a fitness facility, you know, those are the bits of equipment that you can help.
Yeah, the sledge for car pushing. Yeah, but důležitý je tady ten pohyb cvičný.
We were just discussing, when did you hear hips? Focus on the hips. Always, yesterday, it depends. Hips staying square. Scrum, staying square.
Basic body position.
What about feet on the ground? When did you hear that? Yesterday, when we were skipping. If you're in the air, there is no power. I can be 25 stone, but there is no power coming through. Same with the scrum. Like you said, young kids want to push like that. That's not 25 stone coming through. That's 12 stone, 12 stone, 12 stone. Make sense?
Another thing, once, especially sort of stick openers, once you get the foot, as the opposition player, it's easier or harder to push it back. Right? Does that make sense? You see it, both hands coming off the ground. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but it's going to test our core. Yeah, does that make sense? So we're still looking fundamentals, 2 feet in the ground, looking for that 90-degree angle, nice flat back, head in neutral as much as we can. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do, once we're ready, we're working together. We're not going to push at the moment, so coming together, a bit of resistance, come up off our knees, together, good, okay. So we're just going to stay in our position, so come up again. You got trainers to do, sorry. So like in ideal position, he'd put that there. And then he's going to do the same, yeah? So we're working there. That's what we're going to be like in a scrum, yeah? Okay? Okay, back down then. You can rest there, you can rest there, yeah? Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you have boots on, so we come up. Okay, look, rest that there. Stability, yeah. So we're testing how strong they are in our position. Yeah? So you could do, if they were in our position, you could do a little bit of pushing, just with the knee, a little bit of pushing there, or you could pull. Exactly, good, okay, Mike?
Yeah, so we just go no hands and we just...
Okay, so it'll be enough. Let's start there on the knees. There, okay, ideally we want to come up. So I'm going to let Andrew push me a couple of steps back. But then we want to keep up good body position. And then if I go hip, and then good body position, yeah? Okay? Does that make sense? So we're always trying to fight, stay back, just stick with those things, yeah? Feet in the ground as much as possible. And we're going to initiate movement. What do we start with? Hips, yeah? Hips.
You're going to do up and down as well, like so.
Yeah, so that's the other one.
Standing up.
Yeah.
So
again,
it's just to put a little bit more pressure as you come down.
So again, at just higher level, we'll come in. Higher level skill, working on core skills, just, you know, first 15, under 18 is just looking at those different, making things a bit more difficult.
Are we happy enough for that? Yeah. Good, okay. And then what we can progress it to then is, so if we get 3 guys out now, so we'll do a 2v1, okay? So if we get 3 guys out here, that's fine. So what we do, so the 2 guys, so you 2 be working together. So with this drill here, all the emphasis is on the single, the individual, okay? So everything still applies, all the focus points, feet to the ground, knees around 90 degrees, and we're looking initial movements with the hips, and then chase our feet. Does that make sense? So if you just like pre-bind then, pre-bind, go there, good, okay? So get that lower position, 90 degrees, if you can. There we are, good, okay? Maybe you can go touch, right, okay? Same thing applies, so what I'm going to do, so a little bit of resistance, then we push you now a little bit. So what's your initial movement? Hips, forward, okay, stand up. That's a bit hard, okay, come up.
Can I just show one thing? Can you do that again? Do that again. Boys, come around this side. So same again. Just talk with the gap here now and now. So remember we said about hips being square? Look at, for example, earlier on, they were like that. Okay? So again, good. Stronger or weaker? Stronger. So again, things to be mindful of as you build the scrum, yes?
So it's still the same thing as you're looking for, but because the emphasis on the single player, the individual, just under more stress, yeah? Under more pressure, and to see if you can still apply those movements. So the hips, and you get forward, still in that good, strong position. Does that make sense? Can you help you out? Good. And then, you know, if you have the numbers, you want to build a full scrum, you can play around with it. You can bring your second rows in, work on the binding. So how would your second rows bind? Yeah, so usually they're through the gap there, yeah? And then they're in that position. And then you can do it like, you know, you could use a flanker as well. So you'd have 3 here and possibly 3 there in that position. And then build it from there all the way in. All the way to 8v8, okay? Does that make sense?
Again, small technical detail. Did you notice what Nick did? If you do your hands again underneath me, Nick. Yeah, how did you bind? Pushed out. It's fist and forward. How many sides do you see where fist and down? So where's the power going? Down. Where's the power going here? It's punch. It's a punch. He's using his shoulder and he's punching forward. So on the bind, he's, like you said, lifting weights. He's boom instead of pulling down. Does that make sense again? But again, I know tomorrow you will see both second rows holding. I don't know about you, the Dragons.
Depends on the flanker.
But again, it's an old habit, isn't it? Where years ago we were taught to grab and just pull tight. Now it's pull tight and go in the direction you want to push.
I think Andrew mentioned earlier as well about so like say the hook and the flop on both sides, stay as hips close to each other as possible, yeah? So you have to, when we set the second row, you have to get the gap in the second row his head in. But as soon as he puts his head in, what should we do then? Yeah. Go back to that position, yeah? Squeeze it in there. Might be quite tight with his head, but it's better for the scrum, yeah? Okay, just going to go quickly then. Just little drills used to help your hooker for just his practice of his hooking, hooking the ball back in the scrum. So what you could do, if I get a ball, so all we're going to do, so if I grab 2 guys, so what we do, no sorry, if you come opposite, so this is just going to be working on the hooker, so if you lean into him, so you're just adding a bit of resistance, you lean into him, yeah, that's fine. So the hooker's going to have a slightly different setup, you need to start off, so you might have, so this leg might be a little bit forward, okay, which one are you, left or right?
Right.
Yeah, good, okay. So, well, we put the ball in for the thing. So what we're going to do is it's just a way of working on the hook. So, right, so the ball. So how are you going to hook? Good, yeah, exactly. That's fine. Whatever. But what's important, as I mentioned earlier, you do the hook, after the hook, what should we do?
Get back into the position.
You have to put the feet as fast as possible to the...
So we do the hook, but quickly get back into that strong scrummaging position like everything else, yeah? I'd be happy with that. So if you get in that position, you do a hook, there, good, yeah? Perfect. I'd be happy with that. Back to that strong position, looking for that 90-degree angle, yeah?
Because our we also prefer hook or like over your second leg, but some coaches, especially Roman Schuster, he prefer this one.
Okay.
It's
So it's like a...
He's
Yeah.
not
So it
crossing the
depends
legs.
No crossing. Yeah, I haven't heard that, but
We always
it seems like that's a quite a tough skill.
Může mu to přijít.
Like that, but yeah, it might be progression or something. Is it? Oh, right, okay. I suppose you're it's closer, that foot is closer to the ball, I suppose, so it's nice and quick.
because you are lower, and you can do it easier. This one.
yes.
And this is
I think it might be, is it, you know, if you've got, there's quite a lot of skill and to get power to get it back to the channel, then it would be,
Yeah, I used to play hooker and I've never, ever, like you should, never done that.
it seems like a very tough skill.
Because you cannot, let's go 3v3. 3 versus you 3.
Pojď tady.
Oh shit. I'm on it! Yeah, so for example, let's go in, but let's go left, guys, let's go left, take the scrum left. Okay, so we are here, I cannot move my foot. Yeah, does that make sense? My foot here, to do that is really, really strange. So if I come here, it's just easily back, ambidextrous, getting your foot back into position early. It's there, 6 inches, they're back. This one, I'm like, that, I'm back. Now I've got to take it 6 inches that way to bring it 6 inches that way. Okay, so I would not be selling kids to walk like that.
Just making sure your focus is always on let's hook, always quick
Straight there.
back into that position, make that good strong. People or maybe even before that, if you were just working individual player, a bit more resistance from that support guy, more resistance, so he's under pressure, so he might have to stay in a stronger position. It challenges him to stay, to make sure he's in that strong scrummaging position, yeah, to keep in that position. Does that make sense?
Děláš mu tu výzvu v tom, aby udržel tu pozici, že na něj trkáš nebo tlačíš proti němu, aby on nebyl v té pohodlné pozici, ale musel trošku bojovat tam.
So then, the last drill we do then scrummaging, you know, just for this, because of the numbers, obviously you can work it up to 8v8, but we'd probably just go 3v3, like you just did with Andrew really, that was my initial plan, so we'd go 3v3, same principles as we did the 1v1 or the 2v1, so you'd go in, and then we can progress it then to doing, coming down low, working us together.
Jděte dolů, udržte to jak dlouho můžete.
Always the focus points is on our strong body position, and then we can work together. So one set of 3, take the other 3 back, keeping those body positions, and then work vice versa. And then for a bit of competition and fun at the end, we have a proper 3v3 scrum, winning for the ball. Does that make sense? I'd be happy there. Does everyone have a go quick?
I don't think
Yeah, that's fine because we've got trainers on there. So do you understand the principles that we're looking for scrummaging? And just a few drills that we could use. And then we build it up depending on numbers. Yeah?
we have 10 minutes before we need to just trainers and lunch.
Yeah.
Kicking with Gwion.
Okay.
So on you, go. Go.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, I think
Okay, so if the first kind of drill, nice and simple, hold everybody on a white cone, alright? And you're going to be talking to your players or talking to some of you here, as well. I'll join in with this.
Yeah, go on, Henry.
Nice and easy. There's no
The shot one should spin backwards, not.
In a normal kick, in a punt kick. So for example, if I was to go touch,
Then you go.
our aim is for that ball to spin backwards.
But in the shot one,
Same thing, all the time is for it to bounce backwards. Control distance, getting that ball to kick, to spin backwards sort of thing, okay? So obviously, So this drill is quite like complicated, but I think that is beneficial for those who are kickers, who want to kick it straight, or kick it on touch, even if you're a goalkeeper. Okay, I tend to do that every time I play a game, sometimes I tend to come on the try line, and my target is that cooker. Okay, because every time I'm kicking for post, I'm thinking there's an extra one in the middle, and that's the one I'm aiming for all the time.
Trénuješ ty kopy, takže kopeš ten čáře a cíl je háčko, jako ta tyč. Stejně když kopeš na bránu, tak si představuješ tu tyč jako ve prostředí.
It's a bit, have you, Tiger Woods golfer?
Yeah.
Okay, his target is knots and crosses. There's a box for each target he's aiming for. So if it was a stinger, he'd go middle. If it was a lob, he'll go high. If he wants to do a draw, that type of things. Okay. So these flags, okay, are basically indicating us. So if I jump in this one here, okay, is So my whole body is coming in here and I'm nice and tight. Okay, if I was to be loose or standing up nice and tall, that ball could go anywhere. Okay? Yeah. So again, you can either go for that chip kind of style, which is the one we just did earlier, or if you want to go long, you look for that kind of volley looking kick like a football, but it's not throw the ball fit, it's all about control. So foot planting that foot. So for example, my aim is that post. I say if it's 5 meters away from post, it's a success anyway. Okay, but your target is that post. Nice and tall to start off with, then gradually go low, aiming for that post. And I'm miles away. Okay, but that's the target. So all of you have a go. I think that ball back here.
That's first coach. Jsem vytvořil tlak. Já myslím, že už jsi zkušenej totiž. To bude volimču, jo?
Volimču, kdo dá teď? Oj! Aškej!
Já vyhrál zatím.
Pítně to našlo zrno.
So again, with this kind of target practice, okay, you can use it with a pole. Yeah, you can use it with a tee. Again, trying to stay in that pole, nice and tight. So it's like when we play a game, you're trying to go through that gate or looking for that gate. It's a similar thing here. Looking for that gate, going through, and kicking. So good practice for those kickers, 10s, 50s, even sectors. Alright, you can easily do this with square your hips. So as you come into the tee, so
that moment you should be square, right?
so the problem is, so I get the ball. So picture them as the post. Okay. I like to have mine slightly. I feel like it's Owen Farrell. He kicks away with the ball, but as he comes through, okay, he's accurate. That's why he does it time and time again. So you're saying if we stay square?
No, at the moment of the impact, like he coming from the side, but at the moment of the impact, you hit the square.
Yeah. So what they try and say is, as we set up, aim for that post. Okay, because if I was to come in and I'm facing that post, where's my foot leading to? Which way is it going? It's going away from the post. So what they say, they try and go 45-degree angle. Okay, so as I'm coming in, where's my foot stopping? It's aiming for that post then. Okay, what you see a lot of the kicks, I kick right here, so a bit like a footballer. You see a lot of kids where they do the whole 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, do the old Owen Farrell eyes look, and they either do this, and they come in, or they go away, and they try and volley, which is me, no, not at all. So I tend to look at the post, do my little things, and come in. Do you get that? Okay, so it's always 40, and it's the same with kicking through hand. If you're going for touch, okay, obviously this is a harder angle because the ball can travel back infield. Where if I was to kick to this touch, I can stay square because my foot is moving to the touch line. So this, if I was kicking upfield, I'd point more towards the touch line, so I know that ball is going there. So that's just a good little tip for obviously those kickers. Okay. But yes, I kick, so when I kick the ball hand, I'm on the top of the bases, on the tee, I'm football. Yeah, that part is the same. Yeah, I'm going in now. Yeah, we're going to the other one. So if we grab 2 balls, oh no, stay now, we'll have a go quick. And then make our way up here then. I want to see this. So just stay square all the way to the ball. Don't change your line, just stay square all the way. So from there, just run or walk, whatever, straight. That's not bad. So there now, the adjustment was for you to go more this way, because your foot ended up finishing over there.
Yeah. You want to aim for the post.
So another quick little game is up here in the box.
A zkoušel jsi to fight?
Well, a good from this end. So we've got a normal box. Okay. Everybody's going to jump on a yellow cone. Right. Before you move that, hold on. Before you do that. So we're always going to kick to our left. Kicking back towards the clubhouse. Okay, you have to grab a kick. If you're kicking from here, you can either punt, which is what we did earlier, or you can give a bit of a high ball. So, and we're running then to the next cone. So we're always following that path.
No, vždycky jdeš za balónem.
And follow your kick. So we're putting pressure then on this player. We can put pressure on this player. Okay, have to do that.
Co chceš, nebo vysoký, no?
So I'm not going to task you. Yeah, just take and follow through. It's all about follow through. Grab a kick. Grab a kick. Good, and now this is a high ball or a punch. Okay, next set. But boys, do we get the aim of this drill?
Ne, tady drncám.
Nice. Always follow through your kicks. Follow through. And it's all about ball control as well. Getting that right pace on that ball. The high ball of punches, that's nice. Grab a kick. Good. What you tend to see is kicks are a lot bigger. Especially if they pull back, then stop. So you know when chasing that pitch, the ball is offside. Yeah, exactly. Quickly, Jess, come in here. These billboards, you can hit them, okay? You can work as a team or you can go individually. Okay, we'll go individual for now. Okay, yeah, so golf but just rugby. So if we all grab a ball and we'll make our way to the other side of the pitch, and then that's your fun done then for the day. Happy with that?
Let's go.
Yeah? So grab yourself a ball. There's variations of types of drop goals. So if you want to go long, I tend to go with that football kind of style again. Okay, with the sevens, it's the top of the toe. Now this is my my issue with sevens.
Guys, we have your bags.
Yeah, Alicia Sharon Gloy. So if we're playing this way, and I want to kick to my left, I tend to not reach that 10 metre, because the policy is we get as close as we can to the 10 metre. So, but yeah, you know the drill, don't you? So my issue is when I'm kicking to the left, that ball will always, it won't reach the 10. I'm always scared. Yeah, you look like a. Yeah. So I tend to go this way, where I know that ball will reach 10 regardless. Okay, and it's the same thing, just drop.
Radši kope, protože ví, že mu ten balon jako dochází do těch 22 nebo za 60. Když kopeš takhle, tak ten balon jak si ti zavírá, tak má strach, aby mu neuletí těch 10 metrů. Takže radši kope takhle ten balon, jako otevřený, že tam má lepší pocit z toho.
So long, okay, it's similar to how we kick off hand. Is I tend to go nice and low, because all that power is coming in there. But with sevens, I want to be trying high, and as soon as I get here, I get low and kick. Okay, similar to if you're kicking the posts, obviously in sevens, same thing. It's that football kind of style. But again,
Because all of us
Yeah.
were kickers
yeah.
on points, but we didn't use it the rugby.
So how would you kick? How would you kick it? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather kick on tee or a
Yeah,
or a cone?
No,
What
on
would you
tee.
prefer? On a tee. Where are those tees come?
Jak kopeš normálně.
That's a cone. Would a cone matter?
Yeah.
Could that give you a little?
Let me show you
Let me
how normally he kicking.
But I tend to go the football style. It's just accuracy. I know, even if I'm on the distance, I know is in line with that post every
I
time.
když nemá jako třeba tu sílu, tak víš, že prostě je to přesnější tenhle styl.
And it's all about control. This is my routine where I know this is my foot. It's aiming for that post. I'm just basically walking backwards from here. 1, 2, 3. If I feel there's something wrong, I might take one step forward closer to the ball. Okay. From here, I do my little thing, and I tend to take smaller steps to big. And I'm not bananing my foot. I'm coming in, and I'm just there. Very difficult to explain. This is the way I do it all the time, and I follow through. I used to stop. I used to be like a robot, this, where now I've learned to come to the ball and I kick, and like again, you can see the shape of my body. I'm low and I follow through. Okay, happy? Yeah, and it's the same for kicking off hands. This angle here, I'm facing more towards the touch line. Again, low, follow through. This side then, I'd stay square, follow through. Okay? Heads, shoulders, knees and toes.
Ze strany, že jo, skoro ze strany jdu a vytáčím se tam takhle.
Because what they say as well, they say to get this foot, the dominant foot, close as possible. You're gaining nothing there because you haven't really got enough room to kick that ball. When you come in, you plant nice and far, or like in between far and short. So it's more here, and but you're still staying tall. Because if you start to dip, this is when you lose your control. So nice and tall, back. Okay.
Tak už mi to ještě.
Low. You're nice and low ready. Okay. But can you see where? So remember the kick down.
Je to nejtěžší místa na
That's where all the rubber and all that rubber crap is. So Owen Farrell's, because he kicks the way I kick down there, which was a bit of an angle. He likes to have the valve pointing to where he wants to kick. I think it's a myth personally, but